Hello, everyone. I think I'm awake. How are we all doing today? And welcome back to the Convergence No Hit. Since last night, or since I guess yesterday's stream, I have done a little bit of working around. I've changed a couple things as order just to make it a little bit of a smoother experience. So I've decided now going to put the tier 2 seal and upgrading that to +6 before we go into Morn Tunnel, just so when I go through Morn Tunnel I can actually kind of basically just like one shot all of the normal enemies in there, and it makes it a lot easier and smoother to get through. I moved something else as well. Oh, did I? Maybe I didn't. New to Elrond was special about the mod in particular. It's the biggest overhaul mod for the game. It changes the most stuff, adds the most content, and it's not garbage like Garden of Ice. I am the one who watch when you're bored. Sweet. I am the board remover. Alright. I think this is the save I was messing around with. But yeah, we're just gonna jump straight fucking into it. Again, let me pull up the Word doc because I still don't know this routing good enough to not use the Word doc. I also figured out for Banal, I'm pretty sure we can use Deathblight instead of doing some melee stuff, so Deathblight would be way safer. Because we actually unlock what's it called? We get Fear's Mist before we kill Banal. The new PlayStation, you live in Samoa now? Massive. So you get Forza 18 hours early, right? I was like, what? Did you change that on purpose, or is it an accident, or like what's happening? It was on purpose, it seems. So yeah, I've changed a couple of things around. Instead of crafting RTSR at the beginning, I craft the two-handed. And I want to try something new for today, which isn't even in the routing, but I want to skip Alexander, like killing Alexander, and instead head straight for the Rune Bear, okay, like little tunnel where we get hopefully a combat remnant and a bunch of Trina's lilies, because I figured out sleep. I need to utilize sleep a bit more. The sleep pots. The sleep is really fucking good. It's really useful against a lot of things. The troll, the crab, fire giant. Like I need to utilize sleep a bit more because it is actually extremely useful. Akuto, Umbra as well. Hello, how are you guys doing? No, Alex lives. The bastard gets to live. How much Deathlight Blood Up is normally required for NPCs? In vanilla, it's impossible. The only thing you can Deathblight is other players in PvP. So Deathblight is a completely useless mechanic in the actual game. But in Convergence, they made it so every NPC actually can be Deathblighted.
What do you need? I don't want any all done? Well.
I'm doing good. I felt tired. I slept for like long, and I just feel tired though. So it might be a bit at the beginning of the stream, you know?
But I can also that you're not then. Why not? I am Carl.
And we need to craft this bad boy. A head of torrent doesn't summon sometimes. But yeah, I'm actually surprised just how much the routing has changed since I did the first routing stream to now. Changed quite a things around, switched some things, made some better decisions in how I handle things. Torrent's going deaf, so I got to whistle really loud. Right, of course. But yeah, I actually head over to the Rune Bear for that second fragment, but for the combat remnant. But it's mainly for that. Yeah, there's like 5 Trina's lilies that sit around the Rune Bear. I tried looking around last night to see if there's any locations for Trina's lilies, and there's basically none in Limgrave except for that Rune Bear. Like there's like, you know, one Trina's lily here, there's another one over there somewhere, but like there's none in a good cluster. Leania, there's a really good cluster, but it's very far out of the way, so it's like not worth it. And I also figured out that there is a safer set of coffins to go to. So I don't have to go to these ones here, which have a bunch of the balls. Need the motherfucker to hit you with internal sleep pot sometime. Why? Hello? But yeah, I don't think the prep is really any faster. It might be a little bit faster because I'm more confident and I'm like, oh, okay, I know exactly where to go now. I know what to do. But I think for the most part, the prep is still decently long. Why are there random magma slugs? I don't know. They're there in vanilla. It's not a convergence thing. Those dudes are just sitting there in vanilla. To be fair, there's also a pile of them that sits around the, sits in mountaintops near Garrison's ruins. They just kind of exist in places. You think they taste good? What, the magma slugs? They're definitely not. No, they taste like just like its mouth on fire is like an understatement. They actually taste like just straight lava. There's no like slug taste in them. They're pretty much just lava that moves. Same as like those magma puddles you can find in the DLC. What if you cool them down, then just turn into a rock? Unfortunately, my understanding right now of this run is I don't really spend any of my runes until like an hour into the run. Because I don't know when I should be spending my runes. What's this item? Mr. Beast Bones. So yeah, we can grab those Trina's lilies. Do I actually have mushies? I probably do. Yeah, we already have 2. But yeah, then we can grab this combat remnant. So that could be a better route there. That means I can now.
This way tarnished. May I have a word? What hope is there? No sense in arguing, I see.
Wait, well, you're back.
Let me sell this bad boy.
Goodbye.
But that's only so we can upgrade this. Oh. And this. And then we craft RTSR and go to Weeping. Actually, let me grab the glass. How much do I have? I think I just buy all the glass I can. I'm definitely not going to need that much. Shwiru, thank you so much for the sub. My hands are rated E for everyone. Nobody is safe. Oh yeah, I wanted to try a new route here as well. This is going to seem super fucking sketchy, but it should work, theoretically speaking. Gets us here a little bit easier. And a little bit safer. And a bit faster. Do I need to do this? No lasers, nice and simple. Alright, so I'm gonna try another tactic again for the first time here. Why does they total 12? This should be reset. How do I reset this entire row? Uh-oh. 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 What have I done? What did I just delete? You almost hit the unfollow button on accident. Massive players. What's up, guys? Massive players here. But yeah. The new thing I wanted to try was something kind of weird. Where I use Faith, but then I also use the Viridian Hidden Tier. Now this sounds kind of random, and to be fair, it is. It is very random, but trust the process. I mean, I don't think I need it, but... So yeah, that's a better method for the crab. And then we want to grab the... Oh, nope, the int tier, the lightning tier, and the skill tier. And switches out right now for the lightning tier. I think. Oh no. Then this is where we go. This. And we memorize spell. And we use Fear's Mist to kill Banal. So Fear's Mist ticks up quite a bit of Deathblight, actually. It's actually surprising how much it ticks. But you can also charge cast it, which means we can make a really big cloud with it. Problem is, we have to try and keep him in it somehow. I'm dead. Ah! This doesn't work! This worked flawlessly 17 times last night! I tested it! So this is why we have to route this shit for fucking weeks. Actually, weeks. I did this so many times last night and it worked flawlessly every time. He's gone. Where did he go? Oh, that's where he went. I did this so many times to make sure this would work, and it doesn't. Suddenly, of course. The one time I needed it to actually work, it doesn't. No, he's just gone. Oh, great. He's just gone. How are you still here? It's daytime. I don't know why it makes that noise when it hits him. Nope, this is not where I wanted to go. Fuck! I need to figure out another place to get more mushrooms. Well, if I go down that weird, like, normal route, then technically I just talk to Bok for the mushrooms. And then that'll give us plenty of mushrooms.
was a... Could I ask that thug only if you've... Oh, what a bless a thug, please.
Game, don't freeze like that, please.
What are you trying to start? Show me, and I'll consider. I'm not in love with you first.
Please. Oh, thank you, kind. Did I forget? I see you are very... But to steady such... Please. Brave tarnish. Most tarnished. Are you?
Do I goon to LeBron? The fuck, cunt? Who did we name LeBron? The Secret. I just remember we named something LeBron recently. Yeah, the fucking Secret. Radan Source 9 in the wild stream. And the drunk wild stream we named the Secret LeBron. I'm pretty sure I had name tags turned off because I needed to grab a screenshot for the thumbnail, so we didn't even get to see the words LeBron on screen at all for the entire run, but that happened. Will this affect LeBron's legacy? Let's find out. Oh, so I need to remember to put on fucking lightning armament. And I also need to grab a extra memory stone. I think I did write somewhere where I'm supposed to buy the memory stone. I think once I get like in a sec, once I get Assassin's Gambit and all that, I go grab the memory stone. I could have sworn there was a drop on these stairs somewhere. So here's like another change since our last run. And now come down here to grab up shared order. Oh, it's sacred order, not shared order. Shared order is the other one. Not where I wanted to go. See, I wonder if there's a place we could snatch up an extra large Somberstone. Or giant Somberstone, sorry. Because then I could technically get the seal to +8 before I go through the tunnel.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. I will.
But I don't know any locations for them. That's the issue. I just cannot think of any locations for a single one. At least any that's somewhat on the route of where I go.
Brave. I am Tanit. Rias, a warrior. Perhaps. Will you join us? Why accept? Rise with us. And now you build the drawing room, but be sure.
Okay. I'm going to keep going through Altus now. So this is a part where I'm thinking, can I find myself another bow that's easy to get? Because normally I buy the bow, but I don't have any money right now. So is there a bow that I could snatch up that's easy to get? Now I know of only 2 Convergence bow locations that, you know, like the requirements are low enough that I could just use them. And they one of them replaces where you find the Faith tier in Vanilla Elden Ring. So in Weeping Peninsula, which is probably the closest one to get. And there's another one next to EG where you find the Int tier. So I wonder if either of those are possible to get rather than actually purchasing a bow. But yeah, the problem with the Faith tier one is it's surrounded by Misbegotten. And then the Int tier one is surrounded by a bunch of hands. Winton. That's a fucking old meme. Oh, you just gave me like flashbacks to when I had the text-to-speech shit on. That's where all the fucking Stan shit was happening, when he kept sending the most fucked shit over the text-to-speech. Also, you're so confused last night because it showed me live all night. Did it? What Twitch was? Grab that, though. I just realized we can actually still purchase the bow because we can grab that golden rune 10. On Discord? Oh, really? Did I had OBS open? Like a live icon, my name all night? Really? Okay, that's weird. Oh, again, I wonder if I could use sleep pots in Morn Tunnel to sleep some of the bigger knights that are harder to kill. That could probably work, actually. What else did I want to do? Oh, yeah, Ash of Wars. No. You're Assassin's Gambit. It's a shame that since the classes are more centralized around one thing, that multiple classes don't start with a bow or something. Only the marksman class starts with the bow. You know, it's a funny thing I also probably realized? It'd probably be pretty easy to do a no-hit in Convergence with a bow. Like, very easy. Because you can just one-shot shit with bows in Convergence. Thanks to the scaled helmet. In the new Night Rain Nightfarer? Yes. Top and bottom text, literally me. Fights with his fists and gets drunk? Like, are you serious? Oh, what the fuck is Lock-On doing? Wrong pouch. Oh my god, these guys don't sleep. Why don't they sleep? Wait, so then I can't use this tactic for Montano. Why does this get blocked by the smallest objects? Also, I'm still not a fan of the way we kill Margit Invader, but there's not much we can really do about that one. Fucking motherfucker. Where's Hone Bolt? See, that's what I was trying to do. If you get them hooked on the ledges of those benches, they can't actually do anything. And then you have to worry about them. Let's try to say more routing and planning. Well, we're doing actual attempts now. We only really need that initial day of routing. And then we just do a bunch more attempts. And then as we go through the attempts, it's like, okay, well, this isn't working. Like, yesterday, we clearly figured out that the prelate was not working. The prelate is, like, completely off the table because yeah, that just was not going to happen. So we switched that up to the Deathbird. And then today, it should be a lot easier because we should be able to go through the Deathbird by one-shotting it. And then fucking happy days. How far does this sound reach? Not far enough. Uh-oh. Must have been the wind. I swear, if we get cucked again. I don't even have enough faith to use the seal yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point, I use whatever runes I have to level up the seal, and then the rest I just pump into faith. And this is where I can actually start getting a bit of damage. You met a guy in high school wearing a Hago shirt. Yeah, there were a couple in my grade alone that would do that. To be fair, my grade was huge. My grade alone was 400 people. So there was definitely a fair share of characters. Whoever decided the name Liurnia Knights, Cuck Knights, was on something. They're not Cuck Knights, they're Cuckoo Knights. Like the way EG says it though. Every time EG says it's the best. The cuckoo. My goat, my guiding moonlight, EG. Yeah, as you can see, I figured out a better way to deal with this fella. Just go on the other side. He doesn't have proper pathing, so he doesn't know how to get around this.
Presume. Oh, I am an old soul here, perhaps. Some.
All right. That's good. I've already gone the wrong way. First to jump off the cliff. Nobody really get past the chest-high wall last fight. Yeah, that's basically what you just said. Is pretty much every single Dark Souls like area, since the jumping didn't exist. Anything above like your shins, that's it. You can't get past it. Where is the Spirit Spring? I have to watch out for these bats that chill around here. Might be a better route I could take to avoid them completely. Do another attempt. Yup. We might lose aggro in a sec. Oh, you fucking... Oh, I nearly said a word that I'm not allowed to say. Okay, I need a better route for this. These knights cause a lot of issues. They are unbelievably tanky. So I tried sleeping one of these guys earlier and it just didn't work. How much sleep buildup do they actually have? Not that much, but do they have a half-assed sleep? Of course they do. So no, we have to fight these dudes hand to hand. Distract with Kukri. Well, that's what I was thinking, right? But the problem is this dude is a huge twat. The bigger knights can hear things from a lot further away. So even if I'm like here, right? And I'm like, yeah, get rid of this dude. Get rid of this dude. He'll be walking down here already, I'm pretty sure. Hey, wait, no he didn't. Where the fuck? Is this anything useful just in case? Not really. And the strong knights have shields. Yeah, which means if I want to try and fight them, it's like practically impossible. See, Misbegotten will always chase me down here. Watch him. Look at him. And he just loses aggro. He's not actually aggroed on me. He doesn't know I'm here. But somehow he does. Yeah, this is why I need to use sleep pots more consistently, because I can do shit like that, where I don't even have to fight him. So yeah, so now we need to do the troll. Oh, I guess we need to do this. Too close to comfort. Yeah, I think I need to stand back a little bit further. If I can work out walking into the arena, throwing a pot from the edge of the arena, that'd be better. Because just then I had to walk forward because I don't really know the exact pot distance, like exactly where to look for it. Alright. Now we get to do the new troll method as well, which is nice. With the pots. How the fuck did it go straight through his goddamn legs? Oh, I fucked up. I was supposed to upgrade my mind to 17. I was supposed to upgrade. I've already thrown the entire run because I don't have any mind. It means I can't get all my faith back. Oh, okay. I've already thrown the entire run. I don't have enough mind. Okay, I need to write that down. Fucking size 100 font. After. Where do I need to do it? Here. After the seal. I think I've just thrown the entire run. I might just restart, honestly, because of that. That's, like, so bad. Because it's going to make this dude far more difficult than he needs to be. Like, it's going to be, like, a fucking 30 hits on this one fight. I'm going to restart the run. Yeah, so here's the thing. I wonder if I can get the seal upgraded higher, but I don't know any large Somberstone locations. Does anybody know of any large Somberstone locations that are kind of on our route? That are kind of just hanging about? That's what I want to know. Because if I can find another giant one, sorry, the like +7 stones. Because if I can find another one on our route somewhere, then that means I have it means I can get the seal to +8. I can kill the misbegotten 4 hits instead of 5. I also realize I don't need that, But they're just basically non-existent, as far as I know. Without, you know, going out of the way, getting the bell bearing or something like that, they basically don't exist, as far as I know. I'm just trying to think where any of them could be. Like a single fucking +7 stone. Because what's the one that we grabbed? The one in Liurnia. I basically need one... like, surely there's one in Altus on our travels. Like, somewhere on the way through Altus. 'cause I actually don't know, but that could help us a lot if we get that seal to +8 earlier. Because when I need to upgrade the weapon to +9, we do end up just grabbing all the stones anyways to get everything to +9 at the same time, the seal and the weapon. So it doesn't really matter which I upgrade first. Because then the +8 seal will also help against Margit. It'll help against the troll. Maybe we try and look into that on this run. See if there's another place to grab a +6 seal. Sorry, a +7 stone.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am coming.
Did not mean to do that. Does a faint rune do? It just gives you spells that I already have unlocked, but I can just sell it for money. So yeah, does anybody know of any +7 stones, like the giant somber stone locations that we could snatch up on our travels through here? That could be useful to get our seal to technically +8, because then I can just grab the colossal stone from the tunnel. That's like an easy +8 stone. You could just crack the faint rune open. Exactly, yeah. But since I start with Dragon Cultists, all the classes have that. All the classes, starting areas have the spell rune there. Like the very first spell rune. So if you start with a different class, you can still go grab them. There's definitely going to be another large giant somber stone somewhere. The problem is the wiki is like nowhere near done, so we don't really know. Region locked deathless is kind of weird to route when considering pathing. It's like, what do you consider weeping as part of Limgrave realistically? Well, I mean, most people would consider weeping part of Limgrave. And even if you don't, it's not that big of a difference. Like, you just can't get like one extra upgrade level on your weapon. On the top of the head where golden displacement is, yeah. Margit Invader in the capital. I know where all four teleport techniques are, because they're incredibly useful for every single run, no matter what you do. You always call him a weirdo because he does things that he didn't do in a previous run. Just gotta learn the moveset, bruh. Look for the openings, and then you suddenly realize, oh yeah, he just does this every fucking time. But yeah, San definitely has a pretty diverse moveset. But yeah, there's definitely some openings that the San has. It's not... It's this one. There's one where it swings its sword... Like, I mean, it swings its swords in a certain way. That's every single one of its attacks. But it does this, like, certain pattern. And then you can jump one of its attacks and do a like jumping R2 on it and be safe 100% of the time. It's like the easiest thing to dodge as well, because you don't even have to dodge it. I don't make sure I don't stand close to that, because if the scarab rolls backwards when you hit it like that, it actually hits you. It actually does knock you over. Trying to default to the same weapons every time on this final run is going to be whack. Yeah, it's also unfortunate because you kind of like... Oh, no, because you don't have to upgrade weapons. So I was going to say, it shouldn't be easier because you don't have to upgrade at all. But yeah, if you... He aggroed on me? Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, you should just use weapons from the region. If you can. Like, unless there's a region that's like you actually can't use a single weapon.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully? You were just... Thank you. I was pushed and I ended up... Oh, when they... And so this is all I hope.
I need to make sure... I'm pretty sure the goats can, in fact, run you over. So I should need to be careful there. Changing from R1 plus 0 to region lock deathless. All bosses, it's tedious. Ah... I mean, again, that falls back into the issue that I was talking about earlier, where it's like, well, it's kind of hard to do that because, like, without switching weapons, because, you know, fucking FromSoft decided to make everything cost $1 billion fucking dollars when trying to level shit up.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? What hope is it? No sense in arguing, I see.
Wait, well, you're... Goodbye.
Rest in peace, Blue Wife Part 2. Why'd I hit Rani? Because I need to talk to Carly. And Rani puts Carly to sleep when she appears. Oh wait, I was gonna take the funny method over, wasn't I? You need to remember to take the funny method. This is the problem with the funnier method, is you're actually supposed to come from the other side. Ugh. You're not supposed to be able to come from this side, which is why it's funny, because it's super fucking sketchy. The worst part is I knew I was gonna not make that. I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna make that. Why is this other one just staring? I always thought there was 2. Oh my god. Great. The controller was tweaked out and didn't let me do a 3rd chain cast. Do I play Terraria? I mean, not for like 10 years. Also, I forgot to do a fucking hit. Yep. I just clicked the wrong button, that's why the hit didn't go through. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, so I'm just going to buy 50, because that's a fair amount. Apparently, people while watching big plays. Group chat group poop at 10 PM EST. Everyone be there. What the fuck? Thank you, game, for not chain casting for the 4th time this run alone. It's a shame we're gonna get an elemental tier from this guy. I honestly don't think I should use the Viridian Hidden tier. I don't think there's a use for it. Oh. It doesn't hurt. Also means I can throw a sleep pot faster if I have to. Speaking of sleep pots. And I wonder if we save out on one of my hone bolt casts to throw the pot a bit earlier, so the second he wakes up, the build-up's already building up, and then he just proc sleep immediately again. Also, you know what? Since I've already been hit, doesn't matter. Let's test something out. Before, when I did my thing on Banal, I didn't use Electrify Armor. I used the weapon skill. So is this too much damage?
What's wrong with you? I suppose I have no choice.
See, it's still like the same.
Is this what grace was? You are an enigma.
I think that's better than the Death Blood, I'm not gonna lie. That charge attack, you can't really avoid the charge attack. Because it has way more active frames than the standard R1. Overwrites Electrify Armament. Yeah, but Electrify Armament lasts longer and is like 4 times as powerful. That's why I was scared though, because if you do too much damage to Banal on a single hit, he will simply just get angry at you. But if you use Electrify, like Lightning Slash was fine, but Electrify Armament, I was like, oh, it might do too much damage since it adds so much more damage. But it seems like it might be fine. I have gone the wrong way again for like the 15th time. I meant to do Raya first. I didn't ask Exy how to search Smithbox for where something is, because I could search up all the fucking giant smithing stones to see exactly where all of them spawn and see if there's any more in my route. Because yeah, I swear there just isn't. I swear they just simply don't exist. It's somehow still like the rarest thing. Okay, how about this? Does anybody know where to get a smithing 6 or 7? Oh, sorry, Somber Set 6.
Hello, it's rather
In,
curious, but could I ask that
like,
further
Altus.
if you've- What a
I don't know if there's
blessing.
any in Altus, because I've never been able to get them on my past runs, because all my Somber 6 I always get on all my runs is either Mount Gelmir or in the sewers. Colossal, no. Giants. They're like the +6, +7 upgrades. You're getting your ass kicked by this one at the moment. You'll get there.
What are you trying to start?
You just gotta remember that the scaling is much more aggressive than base game, but you can get your attack rate much higher. Do I watch anime? I don't.
Please. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Did I forget? I see you are very to study such. Please. Most time. You are no volcano.
Yeah, I just can't believe that there's like no large smithing stones. No giant Somber stones at all. There's legitimately one in Liurnia, and that's like fucking it. There has to be another one somewhere. It's crazy to me that another one just simply doesn't exist. They almost discourage summons in this mod because you become so weak. You have to get the spells that disable summons, or you can use Baldachin's Blessings to remove the summons debuff. One right near Mistwood Minor Erdtree on a Scarab. The one out the front of the boss? That's a large Somber. Wait, is it a large or a giant? Because I need giants. I need plus 6, 7 stones. Not plus 3, like plus 4, 5s. They keep getting them mixed up because their names are basically the same thing. Greats? Is that what they're called? Great stones? Great Somber stones? Yeah, whatever the plus 7 stones are. Because I can get one from Liurnia, but I'm thinking to myself, oh, if I can get another one, then I can grab the Colossal from Altus Tunnel. Then I can get my Seal to plus 8 before I fight Misbegotten, Troll, and Margit. Which means that's just like obviously more damage. It's just more safe to do something like that. So that's all. I swear they just don't exist. Like at least on the route that I need to go. There's definitely some around the place, but where that is, I don't know. Grey and Celia Hideaway. But that's another thing. I don't go to Dragonbarrow. I don't touch Caelid at all on this run. The only time I touch Caelid is the teleport to the Blackblade Kindred and then kill the Blackblade Kindred like at the end of the run. Old Altus has one according to the wiki. The Colossal Stone? I know about that one. I need, but unless you're saying there's also a large and old Altus. Oh, sorry, a giant. What are they called? Great Somber Stone. It has a Great Somber. Where does it say though? Because that cave, that tunnel's quite fucked. It can't be that far in, otherwise there's no point in getting it because that tunnel is super fucked. But maybe it isn't. Just says it exists. Okay, maybe we can try and see if we can find that. We've already gotten hit, so I don't really care. That's basically... The second I get hit, it turns into a routing stream. Actual locations of stones that aren't in tunnels, because having to memorize, write down stone locations annoys the piss out of me. Well, yeah. I think it will eventually. The wiki will eventually have all that information. You know, the wiki's still in very, very early days. It's pretty much only like 10% of the wiki's actually done. Like, there's still so much shit that is not been like actually like fleshed out in the wiki yet. They have the stone. They said it looks like they will. It looks like they'll add every single individual stone locations because they on all the stone pages they already have every single area in the entire game laid out in like a nice table form. Bitch. Where's the one in Liurnia? It's just past the dragon. Because like my stone routing, once I need to get those somber stones, is next to the dragon. There's two larges here, and then there's a great one on the gazebo like over here somewhere. It doesn't actually appear on the map. There's a gazebo here, but and that's where I get my giant one, the Great Somber Stone. Okay, so let's just check this then. Also, let me see if it's actually better to come to this tunnel from this way. The thing is, though, I don't have Assassin's Gambit by this point, so I wonder if I get Assassin's Gambit, then come back here. Also, let's find out if this is still the Ash of War. Okay, so that's still the Ash of War. Because I know they've changed a lot of scarabs to hold stones now. It's a shame the Kaled, the Dragon Barrow ones aren't Great Somber Stones now. The 2 Dragon Barrow ones are just large. I guess because you can get the Dragon Barrow so easily. So if we grab this Colossal one, and then if we head into the tunnel, is there another one? Yeah, because this place is fucked. It's so fucked now. Like, look at this. I just don't think, if there is a stone in here, I don't think it's worth it. Well, okay, how about this? We'll go grab Assassin's Gambit and see if we can make our way through here at all. But I do not think I can. That normally has Wall of Fame, has a Great Somber. But I need to dodge like 10 giant dogs. Yeah, see, things like that I can't do. Especially on a hitless run. It's just not worth it. I'm pretty sure the Falling Star Beast does actually have Sombers, but, you know, I have to kill the Falling Star Beast for that. There's got to be another one somewhere in Altus. There's just no way. With Knight's Lightning Spear, the tunnel might be doable, but that's the thing. We're doing this setup before we get Knight's Lightning Spear, so we make the task of getting Knight's Lightning Spear more fluid.
Brave, I am Tan Rias, a warrior, perhaps. Will you rise with us? Interesting. Now you belong the drawing, but be sure.
Because here's the thing. If this large Somber Stone is right at the beginning of the tunnel, or this Great Somber Stone, sorry, if it's right at the beginning of the tunnel, then I might do it. Because I only have to kill like a couple of enemies, but if it's not, then there's no point in doing it. But I'll go have a check. Just where I give the flight attendants a good scare. Ugh. Oh wait, what am I doing? Uh-oh. Great. Yeah, see, this is too much. This is already too much. If it's not in this first room, I'm not getting it. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Alright, so just come here for the Colossal. We have to find another one somewhere else. It's genuinely the most barren stone in the entire mod. And in base game, realistically. I just seriously don't know where any of the why they're so barren. It makes no sense to me why they've just decided to just make them just non-existent. Great Shadow Sombers are also barren. Yeah, I mean most of the Shadow Sombers are just fucked. They basically don't exist. Like I was trying to do some routing, just trying to work out some things for a run that I have coming up, and I'm like, man, there's like smithing stones. Some of the larger shadow smithing stones and shadow somber stones just are like non-existent in the DLC at all. Like you have to get the bell bearing. See, I wonder if there's like a stone around here. That's a sacred tier there. There's just, I feel like there's got to be something on one of these bodies. There's just not. Gotta put the shadow sombers in locations that have normal somber stones. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just, you know, because they haven't really gotten around to the DLC. They just had a couple of locations they put them briefly, but, you know, it could get better in the future. But yeah, see, right now, I know the Falling Star Beast drops like 2 or something. Or at least, it drops at least 1. But, you know, that's killing a boss. That's another huge risk to try and take, especially before I get Knight's Lightning Spear. It's basically impossible to do. And the weapon. But yeah, I imagine there's going to be more in the future. Once they get onto the DLC. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if the next update ends up adding more. Brother, you are not supposed to be still chasing me. There's got to be one somewhere else. See, the best place for scarabs to try and find out where they are is look at the list of the Ash of Wars that have been removed from the mod. Go find those scarabs and kill them. And you will most likely find some stones. Said, oh my god, I didn't tell you anything bad. But yeah, but I can't really read that, can I? Yeah, I need to ask Exy eventually how to find stuff through Smithbox, because then I could literally just search up exactly where everything is, where all the stones are placed. But yeah, right now I can't do that. Are there any Somber 6s in Altus anywhere? Base game. Apparently there's one... Okay, we'll just go through a couple of locations. Apparently there's one in the fortified manor, which we have to go to get the seal, right? We have to go through the Virgin to get to the fortified manor. So I wonder if... what did I want to do? The bow. I need to buy the bow. Maybe we don't buy the memory stone early on as well. You recently learned that the Just Do It meme guy is actually Shia LaBeouf, the guy who plays Sam in the Transformers movie. You guys didn't know... Okay, y'all make me feel old. I'm not gonna lie. Unk Snuppet. Have I reached Unk status yet? Long ago. Long ago. Long before time. Man, my aiming is so fucking bad with the controller. Yoy! What? What? Okay, so I want to test something out now as a better way to kill this guy. If we try doing a backstab. Yeah, that works better. I have exactly 4,000 runes. The fuck? Okay. So I want to see if there's a better way to try and get the abductor stuck on the ledge. And there's also a couple of things I want to check here. Firstly, the scarab that drops the tier thing, the talisman, does that still drop some form of talisman? Oh wait, it's not a scarab, it's just a chest. Does this still just drop like some form of remnant? Okay. So we can't do that. Oh shit, I haven't changed the physic. forgot to craft the shit after the crab. Okay, fucking me. Want to see if we can get it caught on one of these fucking... I'm dead. Oh, you stupid fucking cunt. Gone to the wrong thing. I need to figure this out better. Can they be slept? I don't think they can. If this spawns you up the top, I swear to God. Oh, that's fucking foul. Why does this spawn you at the top? See, okay, no, here's another testing thing we could try. If we went... see, no, I can't craft it because the crab doesn't drop one. But the Virgin's attack is based off of the amount of hits they take, not damage or actual stance. It's based on, I think it's 7 hits for them. It's like 7 consecutive hits with the lightning based weapon will stagger them. And if they're open, it's even less. So if I use a spell that can be cast continuously that hits a lot, that's not the right spell. Oh my God. It's so hard. All the icons look the exact fucking same. That's literally how I died in one of my deathless runs before. Because it should be like you just hold it and it maybe staggers. But see, the stance on these guys is really weird, the way they stagger. So I'm pretty sure it was 7 consecutive hits will make them stagger with a lightning-based attack. But it could not be that. It could be something completely different. But see, if it is, could I do this? Cast this. It's not bad, is it? And when it's open, it's even less. See, that could work better. Okay. There's one here. Okay, that will work. That'll work. That'll work. And we found a better thing possibly for the Virgins. Unfortunately, I wonder if I had the stamina removing tier, could that work in the physic? No, but it only lasts 15 seconds. How many fucking times am I manage to cancel myself? Too high. Just right. With this. Not worth it, that's what that is. Why did they close their doors using cheese? There comes a point where I can't save you guys. Oh. What's going on? They're just fucking doing this stupid bit again, thinking it's funny when it's really not. Oh my god, camera, please. Settle down. Great, I can't complain. Yeah, but it's supposed to be a bit for like 5 minutes. That's when it's funny. But then you drag it on, and then it just becomes nothing. Need to understand a bit is not... A bit is only a recurring bit if it can happen naturally. And it's actually funny. It helps when it's funny. If only he would lower his guard. I love how guard breaks him in like the last hit. These circles aren't aligned. Supposed to be like a dial or of some sorts. Fucking misaligned goddamn circles in my video game. Oh my god. Okay. I need to talk about something that happened yesterday. Well, when I'm not streaming or like not talking with anyone, just sitting by myself, if I find something funny, it's one of those bits where it's just like, oh, I just, you know, you let out a light chuckle, even if it's super funny. I don't normally audibly laugh at like something when I'm just like by myself, just chilling. Yesterday, I was just going through TikTok, like scrolling through TikTok, and I came across, you know, classic fucking movie like clip comes up, and it's just like, oh, you know, whatever it is, it pops up. First thing I hear, first thing, this dude says, I have AIDS. And I just, like, toss my phone across the room, just like, I'm crying, laughing so hard.
Well,
I laughed for, like, 5 minutes at that. I was in tears. I just found it to be the funniest fucking thing. I was, like, I was already scrolling for, like, 15 minutes by this point. Scroll across this thing, I have AIDS. That's it, I'm done. I just can't breathe anymore. So yeah, now that we've done this, was I supposed to do this? So we should change this to +8 seal now. This should say. So we get the seal. And yeah, before we do anything, we upgrade our mind to 17. Gates to 105, and then the rest we jump into faith. Was it supposed to be a sad clip? Yeah, I think it's from a movie. Like it's like actually a sad situation. I think that's what made it funnier as well, because you could tell immediately. Like it was just like this bloke talking to some chick, and it's just like, I have AIDS, and I like watched a little bit after that, but after that first bit, I could not even like think. That's why I feel like I could like never watch Dallas Buyers Club or something, because Matthew McConaughey would just say, I have AIDS, and I'd just like start crying. It's the same thing. They've talked about this on Cold Ones, but because of the chef meme, right? I'm sure all of you are well versed in the chef meme. If you're not, it's a lot to explain. Basically, just know that back in the fucking classic days of YouTube, when Max Mofo, Filthy Frank, and all that did their thing, had a basic brought up a meme and said, hey, in the movie Chef, Jon Favreau says the word meme, and then they just like, that's it. That was they planted discs all over the videos. That's where the Chef meme started. But anyways, they said that when they were watching Endgame at Tony Stark's funeral, all of them were sitting in the cinema, and Jon Favreau popped up saying, do you want, like, to the Tony Stark's daughter, like, do you want a fucking cheeseburger or something? And Max just apparently started bursting out laughing, like, very emotional scene, and Max is just like fucking just like bursts out laughing because fucking Jon Favreau said like cheeseburger or something. And that's like that'd be the same thing for me for certain movies. If any movie a character said I have AIDS, I could not keep myself together. Like I would be laughing so hard after something like that. This is just an all stone, isn't it? Yeah. There's another knight sitting in the corner there, I just realized. Holy shit. What the fuck? Why can he see me? Yeah, see, I need to try and work out exactly where he... So, if he seems like he has a full sleep, get him to sleep and try and run away as far as possible and then start casting it. Seems like that could be a possible option. So this is where we should buy the stone. Maybe. No. I think we save our runes for after the troll. So yeah, we can't cast Knight's Lightning Spear too quickly. Otherwise the troll will aggro. You dickhead. You need to make sure I hover over the sleep pot. And then you need to make sure you actually come behind him. And make sure you drink the physic. So eat glass before heading in. Hover over the sleep pots. Go to the forge. Yeah, these guys' sleep resistance is so fucking low. But you have to come behind them. Yeah, that works really well doing that. That's super efficient. I cast low iron. What the fuck? Yeah, the troll was actually just standing up too fast every time, which is why he passed out immediately. So now this is where we can purchase a memory stone.
I don't believe we've
Fuck off.
feed.
Update the splits. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting. I mean, this is pretty much routing at this point, anyways. Yeah, then we can do this. And then we can kill the Margit Invader. And this should theoretically make the Margit Invader a little bit easier. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, he input reads the meds. Great. I couldn't dodge because I was pinned against the wall. I'm so glad that's a mechanic in Souls games. See, this is the issue. There's no easy way to deal with this guy because he has more HP than Morgott nearly. You can't stagger him easily. You can't crit him easily. You can't attack him easily. You can't... Like, there's nothing you can do to help yourself against this guy. Cunt. Actually kill yourself. Actually fucking kill yourself. Oh great, and just phase transition for no reason. Even though he wouldn't do it earlier. I've pressed the trigger key at least 5 times. I pressed like actually like 40 times. There has to be a better way to do this guy. Margaret Shackle doesn't work on this one, I don't think. Plus that involves killing an NPC, which I'm not going to do. I'm not killing patches. It's way too risky. And you have to fight the NPC invader as well. And Margaret Shackle won't do anything because our damage isn't high enough. Okay, so he just always knows where you are. That could work, maybe. They added a hitbox onto that? Why would they add a hitbox onto that? Okay, so 2 charge cast, tap cast, phase transition, charge cast, charge cast, charge cast. That's a kill. You actually respawn? I didn't think that dude respawned. So, yeah. Tap cast, charge cast, tap cast. Phase transition, charge cast, charge cast. And that only works because we got the +8 seal. So, technically, it is scriptable, but he can input read all the attacks anyways, so it's kind of not really. And the initial routing was able to safely spam. Yeah, it's retarded. So, kill Margaret Invader. Don't spend runes for upgrades. with runes by broadsword and upgrade to +5. Wait, do I actually need... Oh, yeah, because I can't use doing fusions on this weapon, can I? So, yeah.
Well, then I presume.
And then chuck this here, chuck this here. How to kill the bull in Sekiro? Block then attack. Fuck. Yeah, the other one doesn't aggro on me, thank God. God fucking damn it. Should just kill that skeleton so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, and him. Yep, of course. Of course there's another skeleton. Alright, so we should kill that skeleton. Of course, I've done this 4 times now, and the one time I'm like, oh, maybe I should kill the skeleton ace actually when I get hit. I wonder if I should have this in a different hand while I come through here. So you have to switch across it constantly. No, this one always aggroes, doesn't he? Soundtrack is fire. Yes. It's Tenant's soundtrack. It's hate the whole way through. Okay, so we should kill the one in the corner. Or better yet, we could just do this. Click the lever and just teleport out. It's probably a safer option to do that. I was mid-roll. So this is the problem with this. Because he's not undead, I can't one-shot him with Sacred Blade. Because I always thought these guys were undead, but they're just not. And I can't... No, I wouldn't be able to get that much more damage to one-shot from Sacred Blade alone. Will I? I know they actually changed several enemies in Convergence to undead enemies. These guys are not one of them. So... It's just a shame that backstab takes so fucking long. They're only weak against Holy, that's all they are. Just, you know, you can't one-shot them with undead stuff. Because, yeah, they actually changed... They changed Tibia Mariners to undead enemies in Convergence. Can you sleep it? Definitely not. No. Well, technically, yes, you can, but his sleep resistance is very high. See, like, how did that hit me? And where's my backstab? How did that not work? So don't bother about the other dagger because the damage increase isn't enough. This is the problem with the Cemetery Shade. His hitboxes are so fucking bad on most of its attacks. Like, they reach way further than what it actually looks like they're supposed to. Which is why, like, this isn't a good idea, but I can't really get the weapon I want to get without Death Blight. I need Lingering Blight, and I can't really increase my damage any more than this. Because +6, with as the amount of faith that I already have... I can't one-shot it because yeah, he's not an undead enemy. I know he has a cooldown period. If you just like... See, there's a chance he could do this, which is just like the easiest opening. Is you just go straight for the backstab. And then pop him like that. That's like the easiest opening, but he's not guaranteed to do that. I wonder... See, there's a bit more testing needs to be done there, but I wonder if he input reads it. Like, if I roll up, he starts teleporting a little bit, and I just throw a dagger. Will he try and do that as a ranged attack? As like a counter to my like input, like to input read my dagger? Because if he does, then that could be something useful to like look into. I'm surprised this is the next step, but actually, no, I should change this to be the Deathbirds and then do the NPC after. We cut this from here and paste it here. Because we have the build already set up for undead stuff. So then beyond this point, I can just unequip these two weapons, and then I don't need them anymore. Just do all three of these back to back. Outrush for any runs. The Convergence, if I do a Blood Flame run, it'd probably be worth it on a Convergence, because it's actually a pretty good Blood Flame armor set. So, like, weapon Blood Flame damage. Apart from that, though, I mean, obviously, it depends on the runs. Most of my runs, I do end up just using Bernie set because it is really good for physical damage. It's 10% weapon physical damage, and you can get it at the beginning of the game. That's the only reason I use that set, is because it's useful for into situations like that. So now... Okay, here's my question. Do weapon buffs survive teleporting? I don't think they do. But health does. Northland's Lift of Rolls. In vanilla? Well, in vanilla, I always use Rakshasa set, unless there's an armor set more dedicated to the actual run, like, you know, Dance's set on Dancing Run or something like that. Did he, like, even properly aggro? Why did he not follow me? Oh no, we're starting the Invincible meme again. Fucking... I can't tell if Conquest was horny or not. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He did several things towards Mark that was very peculiar. Conquest was battle horny? Yeah, he definitely was. Same as Battle Beast, both lustful for like some form of like war. But the fucking Blood Heart as well when they're in space as well. That's the... Battle Beast made you realize you might be a furry. You did say that. I don't know, Chief. "4K 240 FPS." "480p 15 FPS." Update splits. Oh, I haven't been bothered to do the splits. Because I've already changed the order of several things as well, so... It's pretty much just turned into a routing stream again to try and figure things out deeper. The signs were always there. Your favorite Elden Ring character is Blythe. To be fair, Lower Binary Space Gem turned an entire generation into furries. I'm sure there are others as well. Have I bought these? Yeah. What do I need to come here for? Oh yeah, of course. So now, technically, we actually don't only need to buy many of these. We only need to buy 2. And then I also need to buy from here. 1.05 FPS. If I just do this. Alright, the 1 FPS Elden Ring journey. It doesn't even detect my controller inputs, I'm not joking. Two FPS maybe? Okay, yeah, here we go. No, we might be getting somewhere. PvE cast Dragonkin Devastation.
Brave tarnished. Here to put my old bones to work again.
Oh wait, I haven't even got the weapon, have I? Shit. That's what happens when you kill the Night Guardian in the Lacarian Nexus or cast Night Maiden's Fog. One of them's got to hit eventually. There it goes. Yes, I found out the NPC actually just de-aggroes as long as you have Status Gambit activated. 3, 2, 1. Will this affect the trout population? Yeah, I think at this point, I'm actually getting better at knowing the whole route for everything. Like without needing the word doc. There's probably a few things I'm like, oh yeah, what am I supposed to do next? But I think for the most part, I've memorized most of it. I just have to memorize the new order. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, I gotta remember. Okay, see, it's things like this where it's just like, ah. The Discord notification of someone apparently one-upping me and beating Mog with fire perfume. What do you mean? You know I'm streaming right now? I've been streaming at this time most days, just to practice no-hit stuff.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
I wish there was a better great bow to grab in Elden Ring, but there isn't at all. All the great bows in the game are quite difficult to get. Or long to get. Like, Argon's isn't that bad to get, but it takes a while to get to him. You also do have to kill the fucking spider scorpion. Those guys take longer to get off. What's a good tier for a counter build? Like counter attacks? Or like guard counters? Guard counters is just deflecting tier, deflecting blood sucking. Easily. Absolutely, those two tiers. You never get notified? Yeah, notifications on Twitch fucking suck. You can't actually blame me for that. They just, that's like actual thing is it just sucks. It's so bad. Unfortunately, Gino kind of never de-aggros. Come on. Doing Discord. Yeah, the Discord will always get the ping. So if you want more consistent stream pings, the Discord will always have that. Don't think any NPC conversions vanilla de-aggros. The NPC that we deathblight to get our weapon de-aggros after like 4 seconds. I don't know why the jump didn't register. So how much damage does this actively add right now? Like 220. How's my day going? It's yeah. We're still figuring shit out. Alien Remnant, but I forget the Faith one, how much that adds to my damage. I don't think much. And the thing is, though, the second we kill Dairu, we do get the next Remnant. Like, we use Dairu's Remnant for the 7.5% boost, so it's like, it's not like we'll be using that for that long. And this Remnant was a mistake as well, picking that up. I was just checking something, so that wouldn't happen on a normal run. Oh, wait. I was a bit... Okay. I'm retard. Okay. My favorite weapon in the game. In vanilla, Mirai's Executioner. For a convergence weapon, the Eagle's Edge. Excuse me. How the fuck did you aggro? How did this one aggro? Okay, I need to do something checking here. I don't know how that imp aggroed on me. I ran something wrong there. So what was I doing for Dairu? Dairu's rune for Faith. Yeah. So diary was completely faith, so I can just do this. The splits, we've given up on the splits. We've already had like fucking over 40 hits by this point. This turned into a routing stream because we've already changed like 10 things in the routing anyway. The splits are all in a completely different order. What the fuck? Okay, don't throw that too early, apparently. Where's the other one? Wait, why did he not drop down? Okay, I need to figure out something there. There's another thing. Why did he not drop down? What did I do differently this time that caused him to not drop down? Why was that different? See, there's so many small things like that that just make no sense to me that we have to figure out. Gambit? No, because I've used Gambit on all the other runs before I've got there, and then he's always dropped down. Like, before I get there, though. That's the thing. I wonder if Gambit triggers it so he jumps down before I get there. Fuck. Oh, wait. I haven't bought the Bewitching Branches yet. There's also this guy that I still need to figure out shit with because he's just a bitch. Jesus Christ, you sell a boat. Jesus, fucking 3.5 grand. Rip off much. See, that worked nicely. It was so cringe yesterday. Okay, so here's the thing I want to test. Okay, so this can't work. You have to kill them. They're aggro no matter what. They've got distance-based aggro. So Assassin's Gambit doesn't matter here. So I know for future runs that you do have to in fact kill them, because it is one of the hardest things in this run to try and kill those guys. Because they're in the worst position ever, and since they don't have proper routing, they'll never stand in the middle of the alleyway. Make them aggro the boss, Bewitching Branch. So yeah, guys, this is going to be the next change. Is we don't upgrade to +10 now, do we? Sorry, we don't upgrade to +12. We've scrapped the +12 thing, and we just use.
I took you no man to lay out your own.
Just out of curiosity, this is when we get yeah, so now we just go straight to Seeger. Love show that a tree could sell a convergence spell and gave it to Midra. Yeah, the fucking laser. Goddamn tractor beam. Wait, so after that, do I not reach the faith requirement? So now this is weird, because what have I done differently that I don't have my runes for? Or did I just not level up? Because I was like, oh, I can't actually use Golden Displacement right now. Great. Garbage hitboxes that don't work properly. See, this is why I just can't trust it. Because that was the perfect dodge. That is exactly how you're supposed to dodge that attack, and it doesn't work because the hitboxes are inconsistent with this guy. Golden Spin Blade, the most like broken converged weapon? No, far from it. It's good. It's not that good though. So yeah, I have to just dodge everything. Like I have to play this game when every time I fight a convergence boss, I have to fight them like I'm playing Elden Ring for the first time and spam rolling everything because hitboxes are so inconsistent. It's ridiculous. You can't do anything fucking fancy with either of the 3 convergence bosses I have to fight on this because the hitboxes are way too inconsistent. Yeah, normally the most broken weapons in Convergence are all of the storm weapons, because for some reason all the storm weapons scaling is just through the fucking roof. Like there, what am I supposed to do? You can't dodge that from close up. I'm just dead if he does that. Is there a way to skip Seeger? I'm pretty sure there's not. I'm pretty sure they patched all the Seeger skips. They placed a bunch of invisible walls around Landell, so you can't actually skip Seeger. If I can skip Seeger, that'd be good, but... I mean, again, Seeger's a lot of runes, and it's also how I get my armor set. But yeah, I'm fairly certain... I'm fairly certain they did place a bunch of invisible walls here. Why did that not work? Did I have the wrong spell highlight? That looks exactly like the spell I needed to use. Yep, of course I did. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Seeger's unskippable, unfortunately. But yeah, Seeger just... he has too many attacks that are just complete garbage. In terms of like hitbox. Feels like a fucking Dark Souls 3 hitbox. I'm so... See, It just has way too many inconsistencies. Base game, what would I say the best weapon is? I mean, the easiest best weapon is Starfist and Iron Balls, like to set up. Those will ruin anything, and they're super easy to set up. Like, you can get them pretty much almost one-shotting most things in Limgrave alone. And yeah, it depends on playstyle and your build, what is considered a good weapon. Because, like, I would probably say, like, Mariah's is probably the best weapon in the entire game. But if you're doing a first playthrough, it'd be like the worst weapon to use ever. And then I'd say, like, you know, something like Blasphemous Blade would be better because it heals you. But Mariah's will deal like 3 times as much damage. So I still need to figure out if this guy can actually do his normal, like, starting attack. I'm pretty sure they removed it, though. Yeah, I think they removed it from him. Because it's, like, the easiest opening ever. Yeah, I can't believe they removed that opening. You'd graph the dragon run. Weapon sucks. Honestly, really fun. It's like one of the most powerful fist weapons apart from the iron balls, if not the most powerful weapon. It's not great. You must have been using it right, because it can like one cycle every enemy in the entire game, but easily. Like I managed to get the skill to do like 15,000 damage against Bale easily. And in Convergence, it's even funnier because it ticks immolation. Does it do 30 stance damage? 33.5 per charge attack. It does the same damage as normal fist weapons, but it takes the cast time is the same as like a one-handed fist weapon. We should probably try and focus the charge attacks in phase 2, because the charge attacks will do more damage at this point, especially since he's standing in water. Golden Order Greatsword. It's just Golden Order Greatsword's too inconsistent. That's my issue with it. Because the unfortunate part of having a weapon that has that much holy damage is the second you fight anything that is even vaguely holy resistant, it's just fucking useless. And Convergence is probably pretty good because the resistances are all removed, but in base game it's just, I don't know, it's too inconsistent. Better in the DLC? Yeah, it'd definitely be better in the DLC. Okay, so I want to try a new method for Fire Giant. Oh my god. What happened? Where did my damage go? What? What happened? Okay, we need to figure out better tactics for Fire Giant. We could try staggering him in phase 2. If we concentrated more jump attacks in phase 1, then Knight's Lightning Spear at the beginning of phase 2. Why not spam a charge attack? Well, that's what I'm trying to do. But if I do it right, we realistically wouldn't need to spam a charge attack. We'd only need to do one. So break his ankle. Do some jump attacks. It's still too inconsistent. It's still way too inconsistent. The weapon right now just doesn't do enough damage for that to be consistent. It's definitely better. I think we should try and do that. Where we do the jump attacks and then maybe just before he gets up, we put him to sleep. So let's see if I can work out how many buffs I need to do. Sorry, how many attacks I need to do. Not buffs. So break his ankle. 1. Okay, the game's bugging out. It doesn't let me attack anymore. 2. 1 to the knee. R1 spam. See, sometimes it does so much damage and some other times it just doesn't. Maybe we're just gonna make sure the weapon itself hits as well on the charge attack. But that could work. Means I don't have to use sleep pots. More shot his time close to the head, maybe. Because they did actually change his body resistances, so if you hit his like leg or something in phase 2, it's actually a lot weaker. And I think we should also need to remember to spend Morgoth's runes before we come in here. Because that does give us, like, that upgrade alone is what? Over 20% more damage? Like 25% more damage nearly. Then what happens after this? There's Fire Giant, then Tree Spirit. They're just Tree Teleporter. Okay, that works pretty well. I wonder if we have the stance tier in the physic to stance break him on 1 less cast. If that could work better. Young Sheldon Beast is crazy. Are you guys talking about the names that we call some of the bosses? So let's just check something with this. You see, these guys don't even aggro. As long as the explosion doesn't hit them, they just won't aggro with Assassin's Gambit, so I don't even have to think too hard about coming through here. I was overthinking this place earlier. Oh, I went too hard. I fucked up. Okay, I need to figure this dude out better. Our tactic right now is not great for him. Because unfortunately, we just can't do enough stance damage. This is why this weapon kind of sucks, because the stance damage isn't like high enough. That's normally the way you do a no-hit run. The most efficient way possible is to stun lock something, pretty much, or near stun lock something, which is why the fist weapons are so widely used for no-hit runs, because they can stun lock fucking anything in seconds. I need a more consistent way of doing this. Well, the weapon not being upgraded to plus 12 is hurting this one, because this used to be like completely easy fight, but now it's not. The fight's completely changed. It's just too inconsistent. I don't know why it's so inconsistent. Okay, I have a question then. If I can't one cycle him, can I teleport away if I don't worry about the R2? Can I try and teleport away from the meteors, or do the meteors just track you? Because I thought the meteors were actually like a short to medium range thing. So if we just did this, right? Oh, so I told you. They do. There's several meteors that just track you regardless. I thought there was. There's like 3 or 4 meteors that will track you down, which are the ones you're supposed to dodge. Okay, is it safe to teleport close to him then? Do the opposite. So if I stand right beneath him, is this safe? No, of course it's not. You find the Guardian at Mistwood Tree incredibly difficult? I mean, if he buffs himself up, he gets super hard, but you can stun lock him maybe behind him. Well, that's what I thought I was just doing. Do your tail attack or something. Right, I forgot you can't dodge that attack. His hitboxes on the charge attack aren't great, but the league's better than what they were previously. The hitboxes on the charge attack haven't changed on Gaius. The hitboxes are still fucked on Gaius. They just moved him further back. He still has all 7 hitboxes on his body. They never fixed it. Because you got to remember, the team who does all the patches and the balancing changes for Elden Ring are a completely different team than the team who actually developed the game. Which is why there's never any drastic changes to the game on patches. Because they legitimately can't change the game. They don't have the power. They actually don't have the software to do it. It's exactly the reason why Gaius is charged and Hippo's hitboxes, Hippo's bite attack hitboxes were never changed, because they couldn't change them. They can't change them. So, Astel's such a weird grey area, I feel like, for this run. Why did I not grab this Grace? Astel has still got a bit of figuring out to do. Now that we're not upgrading to plus 12, Astel's a bit of a problem because our damage is just nowhere near as high. Grab attack is so weird to me. Easy to run to the side. I think the problem with the Hippo's grab attack is it's fine on the normal Hippos, but once they jacked it up to the golden Hippo size, it really fucks with the hitboxes, because even if you dodge fire away, it means you can't really like even after dodging far away, the hitboxes will still reach you, because on a normal Hippo, that's fine. Normally, you just dodge out of the way. That's far enough. But on the golden Hippo, it's just fucked. But having him spawn in the corner of the arena fixed that, because the grab attack is super easy to dodge at the end of the grab. It's when he's close to you that it becomes an issue. Phase 2 Crucible Thorn Spin, way harder to dodge. Well, yeah, you find it harder to dodge because it's impossible to dodge the Thorn Spin. It's why he's not a good enemy. You can't dodge his Thorn attacks because there's no logical way to the way the Thorns function as a bullet. It's not like they spawn in very specific locations. They spawn randomly, which is the problem with that attack. It's a completely random hitbox that you can't dodge because it tracks you. And, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It's why Golden Hippo on like hitless runs is a massive fucking risk, because you have to fight him really late because you are not allowed to let him enter phase 2, otherwise you're just fucked. Okay, I always forget about that guy. Why did that not one-shot him? Bob then poop jumps. And I remember to block through there. One hitbox complaint you never understood with Mesmer Grab. It's because it's a good hitbox. People are just bad at the game. The complaint doesn't exist. People are just bad at the game. My only issue with Mesmer's Grab, which is a very niche issue, is that you have to dodge it. You have to do a dodge roll to avoid it. I wish you could, you know, strafe around him. Like, pretty much every enemy in the game that has a grab attack, apart from, like, Astel's strange ones, but for the most part, anything that's not an AoE grab attack, you can very easily rotate around, but Mesmer's you can't because of the way his mesh work, because of, like, the way he rotates around you. So that's, like, my only complaint with Mesmer's grab attack. It's just it's a very boring way to avoid such a cool grab attack. Like, I do wish he tracked you far less when he spun around, if you were to spin around him. So after this, it's Mog, right? Yeah. Promise Consort. Oh, Putrescent Knights phase transition considered it bad. I'd say it's pretty bad. The hitboxes are actually really inconsistent, and visually where the fire goes is not where the hitboxes actually are. If you actually look at the hitbox, the actual, like, what the hitboxes look like, it's really bad. What the fuck?
precious. I will not have it stolen from you again.
Okay. So stick with the normal buff. Okay, yeah, don't buff the weapon, just stick with lightning armament. It's not worth it. His hitbox, he's too small for lightning, for that to be good.
To kill what?
There's like nothing else in Cerulean Coast. Yeah. Well, I guess you can thank Convergence because they are adding a dungeon there into Cerulean Coast, a massive Dragonkin dungeon, which is going to be fucking sweet. Alright, so let's see if this works now that I'm using a plus 10 weapon, but I have Electrify armament on. So my methodology for this guy was to R1, 5 jumping R2s, and then R1, and that should be nearly phase transition. Great, the hitboxes are already tweaking. I need the daggers as well. I need to remember to equip the daggers for this fight, because this is the only fight we need the daggers on. So let's just see. I just need to see if the damage works on this fight. Two jump attacks. 3. It's still too much. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, that could work. I feel like if I didn't craft this, but crafted the talisman after Mog, it could be more consistent. Because how much faith are we at? I'm at 93. I mean, it's... Oh, I was also supposed to get the armor set after Sega, wasn't I? That's another thing I need to fucking write. Is after I do Sega, I need to grab the armor set. I'm gonna add that actually onto the splits because I keep forgetting. Sega. Armor set. Actually, with the armor set, that means our damage is going to change, but Mog probably won't be possible that way. Maybe don't use RTSR and Mog then, but that's 20% less damage. Oh, but with the armor set, it'd be less. With the armor set, it'd be 5 less damage. Oh, sorry, it's 15% less damage. Because I was very close to phase transition just then. So I feel like we should probably do that. Armor set, no RTSR.
This world and death. Are you to commit? Let my...
There's still definitely a lot of things to try and figure out. Although this run was way faster. We're 2.5 hours in and we're at the end of the run, and there's still quite a lot of like tomfoolery and prepping and a lot of messing around, checking things out on this run. Like yesterday's run was like 3.5 hours or something. So to have today at 2.5 hours when I'm on the last boss is pretty good. But yeah, I reckon once we actually get the routing more locked in, I can probably get that down to nearly 2 hours, which means I can probably do 2 runs per day, but there's still so much shit to figure out in terms of just like how routing goes. I think, you know, as we slowly figures out, like, you know, I figured out, oh yeah, we can actually get a +8 seal, +8 tier 2 seal for the dungeon, which is good. New night rank character trailer, yes I did. If I could bring a weapon into Elden Ring, what would it be? Kitchenware. And let me fucking start using like a small knife and like some pans and stuff. Or random objects that enemies use, like the goddamn the mages you can find around the place use books. Like let me use a book as a weapon. Like what the fuck? Why do they get to use a book? Why is he not roaring? I gotta remember to use these runes before the final fight. Because if I don't have a plus 12 weapon, Elden Beast is gonna be a little bit harder if I don't do the attack right. Now, I should take note of myself that I am doing 5% less damage because I don't have the armor set. So with 5% less damage, is everything still scripted? Okay, Radagon is still perfectly scriptable. Not quite. See, this is the issue. Without having the plus 12 weapon, Elden Beast isn't scriptable anymore. Unless... Let me try something. If the projectiles count as a charge attack... No, but no, because the faith is already so high. I don't think I'd be getting that much more from 10 faith. Let's just say for Elden Beast, I also instead had the charge physic in. Instead of faith, we had charge attacks. In fact, let me also... Just make me understand this a bit better. If I also had the Landale Knight set. So this is what an actual build would look like. So, Radagon should still very much be scriptable. And we can very comfortably do 4 attacks there. Do 2 attacks there, back up. Hits the ground, buff up. No, it's still too inconsistent. I don't see if there's a better way to do this. Like, I feel like when I go closer on the second charge stack at the beginning, it does less damage because we don't actually hit him. Like some of the last lightning bolts miss. Sharp crunch stuff, yeah. The glass shards are gone. Like, I feel like it's still, like, not a huge issue if I don't one cycle him. Because once he does his little phase transition attack, then we can just, But it doesn't seem like the charge stack actually affects the damage of it, of the projectiles. Is it better just to go with faith in the physic because you'd expect to see a 15% damage increase just then, because that's what it should have been. But see, you know, another thing we could also do is actually have Golden Vow. So Golden Vow doesn't drop from the night anymore. If we had Golden Vow, that's an extra 15% damage. Okay, that's very consistent to do that attack there. Alright, Radagon is pretty much flawless. Radagon's like perfect fight. So I want to check something. If I go straight for a charge attack here, that's better. Now, let's say at the beginning of the run, we instead also pick up Golden Vow for 15% more damage. Just for this fight, really. Oh, and some of the other fights as well, which are just damage based. Like, obviously, something like Mog, we wouldn't use it, but, you know, some of the other fights we might. Because Golden Vow, yeah, is just, it's not from the night anymore. You can find it on just the rock next to the, with the lance. So yeah, once I grab the scarab for the bell bearing one at the beginning of the run, we can jump to here. And there's Golden Vow. So yeah, once the dagger, this dagger is used for the undead stuff, we don't need it anymore. Okay, pop it on here. So if we do it in this order, drink, electrify armament, switch to teleport. Oh. Might need to drop into my main hand instead. Why do I get an extra hit in there? What? This fight disables my teleports completely? See, that kind of works, but again, I don't know if Golden Vow is actually enough. Although it does help with Radagon. And we can pause this. This doesn't. Yeah, I don't think the charge attack in the physic is actually doing anything. I genuinely don't think that it's increasing my damage at all, because my damage is consistently around 10,000. So maybe just... No, don't summon Skada. Elden Bread. Physic. Golden Vow. Nope. Electrify. Drink. 2 hands. So can we do it without him teleporting? Yes, we can. So come forward a little bit. Charge attack 1. Charge attack 2. Charge attack 3. Teleport. Charge attack 4. Okay, that works. That's like perfectly consistent. Yeah, the charge attack tier doesn't actually affect its damage. Using Golden Vow makes Radagon more consistent because we don't even have to worry about the final teleport. And Golden Vow, we could use it, as I said, we could use Golden Vow on every single other boss in the run. Except for the ones that I actually need to script. But we do get Golden Vow at the beginning of the run, so something like the Misbegotten. You know, the Misbegotten would be killed a lot easier now. I'm pretty sure the Misbegotten might actually be 4 hits now. Scar, like, Diary will be easier. Everything will be easier. Just getting that 12.5% more damage. Let me just do that again to see if that's actually more consistent. Hopefully it is perfectly consistent, because if it is, then yeah, this is like great build. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jumping R2. 1, 2, 3. Golden Vow. Skill. Walk forward a little bit. Charge attack 1. Charge attack 2. Charge attack 3. Oh shit. Even then, even if I fuck it up, it seems like it's good. Alright, so I think we found a better Elden Beast, Radagon Elden Beast fight. So yeah, I think we use Golden Vow from the start. And we use it on everything except Mog. because Mog is a scripted fight. But apart from that, that's better. We figured out a couple more things. There's some weird issues with the imps in the catacombs that I wanted to try and figure out, like why he didn't jump down. Also, why did the imp chase me after I entered the catacombs? There was 2 imp problems in the catacombs. So firstly, I want to figure out where this other imp comes from. Did I use Knight's Lightning Spear coming through here? Yep, there he is. Okay, so there's one above. That's the one that chased me earlier. If I drink my physic and come through here, it'd be a lot easier to kill them. And then, yeah, with the lobsters, you can just sleep them. Okay, that works a bit better. And yeah, I wanted to figure out the imps in here. What's the problem with these is... You're off from Light? Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah, it's a shame I can't really get up to the top here. So we pop this once. Wait for the omen to move a little bit so he's further out from the wall. The fuck? I was like, I say, why is these becoming inconsistent? Because I've already come through, haven't I? Alright, so if I have Assassin's Gambit already active... He's already jumped down. See? Well, I don't know why. So we just have to wait for this one to jump down. So we can kill him. And this one we need to figure out a bit better, because that's not going to work. We can't have him run after us. We die if he runs after us, so I think we just have to wait for him to walk down a little bit further, so we can kill this one. Wait for that one, should be like down the bottom of the stairs somewhere. And I don't think he aggroes. But yeah, we've definitely figured out a couple of better things today. You know, not killing Alexander, figuring out these imps a bit better. The Golden Vow stuff. What's the spell? What am I doing? What, this? Is that what you're talking about? Why are you just now finding out you can sleep the lobsters? Oh, the shackle. The shackle triggers the it's just Mog Shackle. It triggers the flamethrower things. Because it has a massive AoE, so it moves them out of the way, so I don't have to deal with the fire. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to still figure out, but... Getting better. Much better. Biggest AoE in the game? I'm pretty sure. If not, Horalu's Slam would be awfully close. Because I know Horalu's Slam is fucking ridiculously large. After I did a Godfrey only run a long time ago, you realize just how large they are once they're in the open world environment. All right, I'm gonna leave it there for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I think honestly we might be able to get the runs down pretty short, so we might actually be able to do 2 runs tomorrow. I would like to try and do 2 runs per stream until we get it. But until then, hope you all enjoyed today. It was a lot of fun. Definitely still a lot of things to figure out, but we're getting better. You know, I'm looking at the fucking the way we do shit. It's getting better. I'm sure there's still probably a couple more things to figure out, but it's looking good. Anyways, I'm off. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.